Morning, chess lover. This is Maurice Bishop again, and we back at it. I wanted to share with y'all a game that Black Lion played. He played as Black. He's a 2020, and he played against this guy named Ivor the Boneless. He's a 1758. So we actually going to analyze his game and see what Black Lion did wrong. All right, because this is one of his lost games, so we're gonna see what's going on. All right, so b4 is played e5 and then b5. All right, so bishop b2 is actually a better move, and this is a principle that y'all gotta realize. Anytime you move a b4 or a b3 or a g2, or g2 to g3 or g2 to g4, always fianchetto your bishop, man. That is the principle. The whole point of it is you want to only the whole point of, or the concept of it is you want to activate your bishop when you fianchetto, but also you want to get your rook on that b file so you can start some attack. Especially if he castles kingside, because then you'll have a rook up and across, things like that. If need be, depending on the position or whatever. But that's what that's for. But b5 was too passive. Bishop b2 was actually a better move. So d5 is played. His opponent goes d4, which again still the wrong move. Bishop b2, as you can see, is still a better move. All right, so d4 is played. E4. I want to turn this off. E4 is played. Knight c3, g6, bishop f4, bishop g7. Honestly, a better move would have been bishop b4. Um, that would have been a better move because now you want to black is tying down white's position. So now yes, the queen could come here, but that's pretty bad because now the queen is in front of the king, and obviously this knight is going to be stuck there for a while. Even if he goes bishop d2 and everything, black will still have this queen e7. So now the pawn can't go a3 because bishop can win this pawn. So that's how that goes. All right. So yeah. All right, but bishop g7. So yeah, black line, you missed this bishop b4 move. Anytime you see a position, you want to tie down white's position so you can get more time and advantage when you're developing your pieces. And you want to clutter his position. Knight h3 to me is not a good move because it's he's limited to squares. And y'all know the principle, a knight on the rim is dim. So always remember that. As you can see, he can't go knight g5. I mean, he can go knight g5, but after pawn h6, he goes back to that same square. So he just wasted time and he wasted a move. This was just pointless. Knight e7. Not knight e7. Knight f6 would have been better. Now I understand that, with the 97 move, you trying to maybe go f7, f5 to start like a pawn storm. But in this position, knight f6 would have been a lot better because then you could potentially get bishop g4 in, maybe bishop f5, over protecting the pawn. But also a6 was also an interesting move too because you want to get that pawn out of there and then potentially start developing your knight. So it's another thing you could have did. But okay, 97. Pawn e2 to e3, h6, good move. Preventing the knight from going g5, and now this knight on here, it's just awkward. This is pointless. So you might as well say he's lost a piece because this knight is not doing nothing right now, especially since his bishop on f4 is is on here. Maybe bishop g3, maybe. But even with that, if the bishop comes back here with knight f4, it's I mean it'll be a lot better than leaving this knight on h3. So a6 is played, f3, um, f5, f5, f5. I could dig f5. I probably yeah I could dig f5. I'll dig f5. F catches e4. F catches e4. Okay. Bishop e2. Um, Bishop catches h3. Very good. Very good. Because now he has double pawns now, and if white does castle king side, he'll be wide open. So very good. Um, Black castles king side, not bad. Bishop g4, and you go knight f5. I'm gonna actually drop a link below in my description box. It's called Forcing Chess Moves. The key to calculation, the key to better calculation. So if y'all see this book, this is the link that I'm gonna put down. So definitely buy this one. I just got this book last week and everything, so it's bettering my tactical abilities, and it's showing forcing lines, uh, in the middle game where you can actually find difficult positions and everything. So after looking at this or analyzing this position, I did see that white does have some dark square weaknesses and everything, and he already has double pawns and everything, and you can also make this pawn an isolated pawn or this isolated pawn. I'm about to show you what I'm talking about. In this position, I would automatically go rook catches f4. Um, and this is just me. Rook catches that. This is something that I would do. I did when I did this, I did see the engine to see if I was correct, and this actually was the best move. And I'm gonna tell you why though. Um, if E takes the rook, if E catches f4 and everything, you have this beautiful move Queen d6, and I'm gonna show you why. So number one, he has double pawns. Now this pawn is isolated, and now he white doesn't have no dark square bishop. This dark square bishop is very very active and everything, and it can do a lot of damage and everything. And this knight on c3 is also undefended, and like there's nothing defending this knight. So when I looked at this position, I looked at everything from the pawn structure to his king still being the center of the board, and I saw this undefended knight. So when I sacked, I was like, okay, I can have a chance. So right now I'm threatening queen catches f4. If rook tries to defend this pawn on f4, then I have queen b4. With queen b4, this knight is pinned. So the only way he can actually defend this knight is actually with queen d2. Now, this is the forcing move, and a lot of people is going to make this mistake. A lot of people is going to go bishop catches d4, and that is not a forcing move because after rook b1, it's kind of like equal now because now if you go bishop catches c3, then all white got to do is go rook catches b4. You're not going to win a rook because you're going to have to take his queen and then king catches d2. So right now white will be up a rook or whatever, and white can actually potentially win this game or will win this game, even with his bad pawn structure, or if black plays his card right, he could probably get a draw. But that's not the position you want though. You want to find the forcing lines when you play this, right? So yeah, so most people is gonna find this move, bitch catch a D for, oh yeah, I got a good position. No, that's not a forcing line. A forcing line would be E3. Why E3? Obviously the rook can't go here because then you'll take his queen with a check. You know what I mean? So this wouldn't be good. So if the queen takes, then bishop catches on d4 with a check. And then if rook goes to b1, then you can go queen catches b1. Now you just got his rook. If knight catches, then bishop catches e3. So now look at the position. White only has two minor pieces and one rook. We have three minor pieces and one rook, and black will actually win this game. Simple as that. Especially with his bad pawn structure, this is not going to go very far at all. So so that's what y'all need to look at though. But rook catches f4 would have been amazing. All right, so knight f5. All right, so bishop catches f5. Rook catches f5. Good. Queen G4, Rook F6, Bishop E5, Rook B6. Okay. Rook F1. Actually, I would have thought the best move would have been Castle Queenside. I kind of like Castle Queenside better because if the bishop does take this dark square bishop, D catches E5, so now we have rook catches D5, and then also we have queen catch or not queen catches G6 yet, but we also have knight catches D5, in which knight catches D5 will actually be a lot better or whatever, and white will actually will have a better advantage. All right, so but that's just me on Castle Queenside. I would have did that. But Rook F1. Okay. A6 is played. Uh, this is where this is actually a blunder. Black Lion, you did a blunder. You did A6. A6 would have been good if you would have did it in the beginning of the game to get this pawn out the way. That would have been good. But in this position, um, you actually let him get an advantage. Uh, he does Bishop catches C7. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this thing. Bishop catches C7, Queen catches C7, and Knight catches D5. Now, normally, in positions like this, you do not give up two pieces for one rook. Simple as that. You do not do this. But in this position, White had a very awesome move. I think White was only paying attention of winning his rook, and that was it. That was the only thing he had in his mind, but he didn't look deep into the position. After knight catches d5, queen d8, knight catches b6. After queen catches b6, white will actually win this game. Um, White actually goes castle queenside, but the move that White missed, he missed this queen c8 check move, and I'm gonna tell you why this was a crazy one. After queen c8 check, the only move that black could do is king a7, and then rook s7 comes in. So now this bishop is pinned. This knight can't move because he'll lose his rook. If the rook moves, the queen would take his knight. Right now, black is locked in. It's really not a move that he could really do in his position. It's just bananas. Even if he move his queen away, um, the queen will still have queen catches on b7, about to take his rook. So black is tied down. He is literally paralyzed. He can't do anything. So really, the only move that he really have is a catches b5, and then queen f5 is just a killer. And the only way that the queen can save this position is by going queen f6. And after queen f6, white is going to automatically win this game because after rook catches f6, bishop catches f8, rook catches f8, and then if king g7, then rook c8. And now, as you can see, black is still paralyzed even after exchanging queens because now the knight still can't move because the rook would take this the rook. Yeah, if the knight moved, the rook would take his rook, and then if the rook moved, the knight will actually take his knight. Simple as that. So he's pretty much paralyzed after this. So that was actually missed. Um, so after he castled queenside, a catches b5, queen catches e4, knight a6, rook g1, king a7, queen e7, knight c7, king b2, in which queen f7 would actually have been better, but king b2 goes, queen a5, queen f7, queen a3 check, and then king b1, and then in which he actually missed the move. He missed mate with queen catches g6 and g7. Rook a4, queen catches g6, and black resigns. Um, Black Lion, anytime you're attacking the king, you need to also look at where your king is at as well. So you need to attack and defend at the same time. All right, so yeah, man. So definitely work on tactical your tactical precision and everything. Study more on the puzzles, on tactical puzzles, and definitely, like I said, I'm gonna drop the link below with forcing chess moves. That's actually better your middle game and your tactical abilities, and also the openings. You don't really need to study a whole bunch of opening books. You just need to understand certain middle games and strategies and pawn structures and things like that. But other than that, though, just take this to heart. We all lose some games. Even I lose some games and everything, but we can always improve. So that's pretty much that, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, please share, please comment, please share your ideas in this video. Definitely let me know what you think. And if y'all have any other game that y'all had that y'all won or if that y'all lost and y'all want me to analyze it, definitely hit me up and I will actually do it. And also, y'all, don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.